Oh, we are live. Welcome to another installment of Trolling with Boys for Life. I am your host. Let's lower this. I am your host, Boys for Life. Obviously, I'm trying to look for. There we go. This is what I need. Put this over here. But guys, we are about to have another fun show. There are some things that I want to talk about. If we're gonna keep it, on the same level, there's some things that we need to talk about. But cue the intro. What's going on, everyone? Thank you for tuning in tonight. Another late night stream. I'm probably gonna go for only about an hour today. I probably won't take up too much of everyone's time. Um, this is about the only time, with the newborn. It's very difficult to do my show earlier. It's very difficult to collab with people, especially because I'm only able to do things late. Um, 8:30, 9 o'clock, 9:30, around there. I'm only able to do things late because I'm not on a set schedule with the newborn. Like right now, he's probably about to wake up. My wife's gonna have to put him in the bassinet. She's gonna have to go use the bathroom real quick. It's a routine, and then change his diaper and then get ready to feed him. It's just a routine. But I appreciate everyone that's gonna come by. I know we're only a couple minutes in. Right now, we got 3 people here in the chat. Please hit that like button. Please subscribe if you're new here. And probably the 3 people that are in here are probably not new, but just hit the like button for me. Let's get the same number of likes that we have people in the stream watching. BGN Network, it's here. It's in the description. The link to the channel and to the Twitter page. And if you're watching on that network, my Twitter page and my channel are in the description. But guys, today, so we've learned something. We've learned something about this reaction stuff. There's certain people you can react to and certain people you can't. Obviously, last week, or not last week, it feels like last week. 2 days ago when I did a stream, it kind of went, it was unavailable for a good like 30 seconds. I got kicked off because I was streaming some stuff. I guess I wasn't supposed to. I don't know what. I don't know what it was, because if it has anything to do with the Trailer Park Boys, it's, I've been doing that for a minute now. And if they're barely getting me for that, then, whatever, it's going to suck. But, waste of a commercial. But I don't think it had to do with that. I think it had to do with the 500 and the Joey Shakes and the Castro stream, where we were trolling that stream, talking shit about that. But today, guys, I want to talk about something, but I want to wait for some more people to get in here, especially Eagle fans, because you have Eagle fans out here supporting the PFF, the PFF rankings, if you will. Well, no, that's what they are. You got the Eagles wide receiving core ranked number 4. You have the offensive line ranked number 1. I don't even know where they have Jalen Hurts. To be honest with you, I could care less. And people that are talking about him being a top 5 quarterback, no, that's not happening. If anything, Dak is going to move up from a average quarterback, right? Top 15, top 14, in the top 15. To me, he's between the 10 and the 15 spot. That's where he's at. Well, I should say the 11th and the 15th. I think all those guys can be interchangeable. But you're going to see Dak Prescott, I think, if he's going to step up his game to where he's going to be what he was when he was a rookie, right? And put that together with the passing accuracy that he has worked on throughout the years, with his the skill set that he has now, if he's able to put all that together, watch out for him this year. I'm not saying it's going to happen. I'm not saying that I'm still a Dak Prescott guy, because there's things that he needs to prove to me. But this is a year to prove me wrong. I backed him up. I backed him up for 4 years when it was him against Carson Wentz. After that ended, I watched him, fell back, wasn't a big fan of his anymore for reasons. He wasn't playing the way he was his first couple years. If he was able to play the way he was his first couple years with the addition of the way he passes now, I would still be a fan of Dak. But I need to see more right now. What is up, 1992? How's it going? What's up, Alex Prime Sports? I just laughed at certain Philly fans that are all of a sudden cocky now. It's like, bro, you guys won one Super Bowl and have been mediocre since then. No, exactly. And it's not even that they've been mediocre. It's just that the way they think. What's up, Alexander? The way they think is that they think that they run and own everything. Right? That's the way they think. Not just here in the NFL and the NFC, but just period across the NFL, and it's laughable. See, right now we're going to react to a couple of things here that I have come across. 2 different things. We are going to visit the EC1 again, because his thing, and here's the thing. EC1 doesn't have a original thought in his body. He doesn't, right? For him to sit there and go from Jalen Hurts needs a lot of work, needs this, needs that, to now he is going to be MVP top 10, right? He's getting that from someone. He's hearing that from someone. What EC1 does is that I think he has these thoughts in his head, and he doesn't speak about them until he gets validation from someone else, where he hears someone else say it, and then he comes out and speaks about it, and makes it seem like he's the first one to do it. We've seen it time and time again when he copies 500, copies Brunson. He copies a lot of people. I've called other YouTubers out for doing the same thing, copying other video makers in their camp, and then they go ahead and change about what they do. But like I said, I want to get a few more fans in, or not fans, but viewers in here, Eagle fan viewers, because like I said, most Eagle fans are very big on PFF. Very, very big on PFF. And I find it funny because if I'm going to put out what I'm going to put out here in a bit, of what PFF has ranked for us, I really want to hear what these Eagle fans have to say in the chat. I really want to hear it, because if I put this out, right, and then Mitch, I get it. You're not big on PFF. I understand. I get it. But what I was doing with what I had from PFF, because I'm not big on it either. I think it's a load of horse shit, in my opinion. So that's why I laugh at guys who take stock into the Eagles have the fourth best wide receiving core in the NFL, which is a load of shit. I laugh when I see that the offensive line for the Philadelphia Eagles is ranked number 1 according to PFF, which is a load of shit. But if I'm going to put this out, and I hear Eagle fans talking all kinds of mess that this isn't true, that there's no way, and then this and that and the third, well, guess what? Your opinion, what you're saying about your rankings on PFF now become voided. Why? Because you can't sit here and say, oh, I believe in PFF and what they're talking about for A, B, and C, but then when they talk about XYZ, it just doesn't make sense. That's not true. They're full of shit. That's setting a different standard and a double standard, and only catering to PFF when it looks good for you. So, with that being said, guys, you know what? We're 10 minutes in. We're going to put this out here and we're going to talk about it. Now, some of these things, unsure what the abbreviations mean, but nonetheless. So, the Philadelphia Eagles have the number 4 overall wide receiving core, right? The Philadelphia Eagles make fun of the Dallas Cowboys because we have, quote unquote, no one to guard A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith. I've been asked, it's been said, who are we going to put on one and who are we going to put on the other? They make fun of us for putting on AJ. If they say we're going to have AJ Brown guarding one of them, they can see Diggs guarding AJ Brown or having Diggs guard Devontae Smith. They see that coming. But if they're going to sit there and say AJ Brown, not AJ Brown, Antonio Brown, they laugh at him covering anyone else, right? Any of those any of the other guy, whatever other guy, whether it's AJ Brown or Devontae, they laugh and say that AJ Brown's going to get eaten up. Truth be told, their O-line can hold a candle to Zeke's rookie year O-line. Can't hold a candle. Yeah. No. I 100% agree with you there. But what I find funny is that, I don't know why I'm getting out of breath. I guess it's because of the way I'm sitting. I don't know. I'm getting fat. That's all I know. But what I find funny is the way they laugh at our corners, right? The way they talk about our corners, saying that we don't have a solid number 2. We have no one to guard A.J. Brown, or we have no one to guard Devontae Smith, whichever one is not going to be covered by Trayvon Diggs, right? Right? So, explain this to me, people. Explain to me. Oh, we forgot to put the banner up. Explain to me how the Dallas Cowboys, what's up, Coach Dante? How you doing, bro? Appreciate you for stopping by. This is one of my bigger supporters right here. Dante always showing up, having a great time in the chat, holding it down out there. Explain to me why are the Cowboys being made fun of because we're being told by Eagle fans, obviously, that don't know what they're talking about. We us Cowboy fans have sat here and said for multiple years that Anthony Brown is a load of shit. Anthony Brown is garbage. He's trash. He sucks. Right? Anthony Brown needs to be gone from this team. Hell, I've said it multiple times. But I've also said this past season was the best year he has ever had. And that has to do with the scheme that he's in. And it has to do with the defensive coordinator that is his coach. Now, when you look at this, you have Diggs number 1 and Anthony Brown number 9. Now, explain to me how, if Darius Slay is so good, explain to me how, if James Bradbury is that dude, explain to me why none of those two guys are on this ranking right here. You know what I mean? I mean, if Eagle fans really hold PFF, their feet to the fire for PFF, or a candle, or whatever the saying is, if they really think that PFF holds weight here, explain to me why your guys that you build up so much, that you were so excited to pick up in free agency Bradbury this past year. Explain to me why your two guys that are going to hold it down, right, in Darius Slay and in James Bradbury. Explain to me why they are not here in this top 10. Explain that to me. You can't explain it to me. Why? Because they are what I've been saying they are. James Bradbury, I don't care that he's going to be guarding number 2s. He's going to get torched. Yes, he's He's going to play good. He's a good player. I'm not saying that. But for the Eagle fans to be hyping up someone that just looked horrible in a Giants uniform, for hyping him up, I think they are in for a rude awakening this upcoming year. Darius Slay. His completion rate is close to 60. I get it. He only had 535 yards, but guess what? He plays off the ball with the Eagles. Yes, he plays coverage, press, but majority of the time he's off the ball. They play back. Another Dan Schwartz or whatever his name is, the previous DC. Jim Schwartz. Dan. I don't know why I said Dan. Jim Schwartz. Play off the ball. So guess what? A lot of passes to anyone that Slay was covering was underneath. Yes, he didn't give up the big play, but he gave up a lot of underneath stuff. To keep the chains moving. Trayvon Diggs, I get it. Gave up not a lot, but a couple of big plays. I get it. And look, I'm going to be full transparent with you. The grades on Trayvon Diggs and Anthony Brown aren't good. They're not. I think Trayvon Diggs' grade for PFF was 58, and I want to say Anthony Brown was 64. But like I said, Anthony Brown, and this is exactly what PFF said. I've been saying this, people. I've been saying this about Anthony Brown. I've been saying it for months. I think I even said it last year in a couple of streams. I think I even said it a couple of times in a couple of streams last year. Anthony Brown is a product of the scheme that he's in. Anthony Brown is a product of where our DC Dan Quinn, I was drawing a blank on his name, but he's a product of our Dan Quinn, putting him in the right position. The Cowboys found the correct defensive coordinator to work with these guys. And it's not crazy to sit here and say Anthony Brown produced off of where he was put, the scheme that they were in, the way they played defense. And PFF, if you look this up, PFF, like I said, Anthony Brown's grade for PFF isn't that great. It's like a 64 point something. They talked about his 3-4 interceptions. 3 or 4 interceptions that he had. But in the end of the end of the paragraph of where they're talking about him, his numbers were inflated because of the scheme they played. And that's exactly what I was saying. Trayvon Diggs, his grade wasn't great. It was less than 60. It was a 58 point something. But he's number one because his arm length is crazy. Makes him a 6'6" or 6'7" wingspan, right? Not wingspan, but like body or whatever, catch radius, right? And then the fact that he had 11 interceptions last year, and then they talked about him kind of getting burnt a little bit, the way he plays, overly aggressive. Everything I've been saying for the past 6 months about Trayvon Diggs, everything I've been saying for the past 6 months on Anthony Brown. I've been saying all these things about these guys. But like I said, there's no Eagle fan except for maybe Richie and a few other ones that say PFF is a load of shit, which, I know who has said it, and I know who has said that they agree with PFF. I know the ones. So this is up here for the guys who agree with PFF. If they agree that their guys are ranked fourth in the wide receiver core, ranked first in the offensive line, then they must agree with this. Which I didn't even notice, Richie. But yeah, Darby is 6th. Darby is 6th. So yards per route allowed. That means every route that a receiver ran against these guys, they allowed certain number of yards, right? So out of 100 reps, 13 targets, that's 13% completion, I guess. He allowed 1.33 yards. So I'm assuming yards per route ran allowed is they catch the ball, they run the route, they catch the ball, and then they run, and then they get tackled. That's what I'm assuming. Correct me if I'm wrong. And then you have Anthony Brown, who didn't even allow a yard. So, like I'm saying, guys, you cannot, if you agree with PFF, if you agree with what PFF has your Eagles ranked in those certain other categories, there's no way you can disagree with this. If you're going to sit here and tell me that Darius Slay's top 10, you're going to sit here and tell me James Bradberry is a top 10, I'm going to sit here and laugh in your face. Because according to PFF, and everyone knows, for me, PFF is a load of shit. It definitely is a load of shit. I don't take any stock into what PFF says. I'm only bringing this up because we're doing a mass troll today. We're doing a mass troll on every Eagle fan, the Brunsons of the world, the 500s of the world, Joey, who anyone else, EC1, anyone else that talks about PFF and says, that they agree with this, they agree with what PFF is saying, they have to agree with this. They have to agree with what is up here. You cannot say that. You can't say you disagree. No way in hell you can say that. Great for you, boys. Bringing B4L, bringing the evidence. Cannot argue with that. If they like PFF, then Eagle fans only yelling based on emotion. Exactly. Then Eagle fans only yelling based. Exactly, Richie. Exactly. This is why we are doing this. I loved it so much when I found this because this gave me the opportunity to mass troll Eagle fans. This is going to be put up in a video. I'm going to do a video on this, probably tomorrow, and then do a live stream. But tomorrow at some point during the day, this is going to be talked about. This is going to be said. And I need you Eagle fans to get this out there to show other Eagle fans who love PFF, who agree with what PFF is saying. Because if they see this, and then they say that this list is a load of shit, well, guess what? You know that they have a biased opinion, which most Eagle fans do, and that you should know at that point that anything they say is either based off emotion and should be known. It should be at that point their thoughts and anything they say shouldn't be validated. Period. Nothing that they should say should ever hold weight. Everything that they say at that point, from then on, holds no water and should not be taken seriously. Because you cannot sit here, make videos, talk about how PFF has your team ranked this, your team ranked that, and then when they come out with the top 10 corners list, and they don't have Darius Slay, they don't have James Bradberry on here. And then they have Anthony Brown, who, like I've said for years, Anthony Brown is trash. Anthony Brown only had his best season with Dan Quinn, and I said that months ago. In the middle of the season, at the end of the season, a couple months ago. I've been saying it, and now PFF is over here with giving Anthony Brown a 64 point something grade, which is bad, and saying that his numbers are inflated based off of his scheme and the coach that he has, which is what I've been saying for months. For months. So I can sit up here and put this and parade this around and talk about how this is amazing, this is awesome, this is great. Because even though I say that I don't take any stock into what PFF does, this is great for me in a sense that other Eagle fans that will slowly find their way in here towards the end of the stream and see this and talk about how this is garbage, they're going to see this and say this is garbage. I can sit here and say, nope, you cannot say that. And you want to know why you can't say it? Because you are one of the ones who agree with what PFF says, agree where they have your team ranked, well, your wide receivers ranked, and where they have your O-line ranked. Whenever I hear PFF, I just tune out. Hey, man, you and me both. You and me both. I don't agree with anything PFF says. I'm not saying I don't agree with this. I'm not saying I do agree with this. I have no I don't want to say no dog in this fight because you got two Cowboys up here. But this is not for me to sit here and say I agree with this or that I don't. Because I could care less what PFF does. I really do. I could care less what kind of stats they put out. I can care less what kind of rankings they put out. And there's some people in here that have been in this chat that like to troll me, right? They troll me, or they try to troll me, that have been absent for a couple of past streams. You know, they've been absent for a couple of past streams. But I would love to have them in here. You want to know why? Because if they're in here and they're seeing this, guess what? They can't refute this because they are one of the ones that like to talk about PFF and how PFF is very knowledgeable and how PFF knows exactly what they're talking about. I wish those guys were in the stream right now. I really do. Maybe if I was able to do this a little bit sooner, then I could get these guys in here. But, you know, it is what it is. I will bring this up in future streams. I will have this in. I will have this on as those Eagle fans come back and they start to watch, because those Eagle fans are the ones that I want to make fun of. Those Eagle fans are the ones that are easy to troll. I agree with you with your point, though. Can't take some shit and not all PFF takes. Exactly. This is why this is a mass troll for the Brunsons of the world, the 500s, the Joey Shakes. You know, anyone that agrees, the Bird Gang 31s, anyone that agrees with PFF, right? Because you never really see me reference PFF, and if I do reference PFF, if I do, it's to troll another team, to get them upset. Because I know in my heart of hearts where my team actually ranks. If PFF has my team ranked too high, I will say it. If they have my team ranked too low, I will say it. I am very unbiased when it comes to the Cowboys, because I know my team and I understand my team. People may think I'm talking shit about the Cowboys. No, it's just I know my team. And would I be happy? Would I be glad to be wrong? You bet your bottom dollar I would. I would. But at the same time, I know what I'm talking about when it comes to this. Hit that like. Thank you, Cowboys fan 1992. Appreciate you. Can't pick and choose which PFF to agree with. Exactly, random. Exactly, bro. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Hit that like button. I mean, I know what you meant, homie. I know what you meant. Like button and subscribe. Yes, sir. Hit that like button, subscribe. But all the 7 people that are in here now, 8 people that are in here, I'm pretty sure are normal viewers of the channel that are helping me get to my goal here. We are so close, people, to the 4,000 hour watch mark. We're gonna go. Let me go view this up real quick, and let me see here. Yep, we're at 2006 now. I actually have a little bit more. YouTube kind of plays catch up. So we're at 2006 out of a 4,000. We're more than halfway there, guys. We're more than halfway there, and I appreciate you. You know, if you 7 people that tune in here on this channel stay for the entire hour, guess what? That is 7 hours of viewership for me. And I appreciate y'all. You know, and if I do that, and if I do 2 hours, guess what? That's 14 hours of viewership for me. The longer I go, the more people I get in. The shorter I go and the more people I get in, the more watch hours I get. The shorter amount of time and the small amount of people, and the longer I go, you know, it switches off. 1K.4 EC fuming and mad. Oh, I'm sure he is. And EC1 is a guy that we're about to, again. Look, guys, I kind of figured some stuff out. We can't really be trolling the bigger channels because we'll get some copyright issues. As y'all saw the other night, where whatchamacall, the stream went, it went blank for about 30 seconds. That's because we had some things going on. We were watching some stuff we weren't supposed to, I'm sure. Trolling the Philly Shake podcast, trolling that, you know what I mean? Sucks you cannot pick who is an Eagle fan. Yeah, I know. I wish these Eagle fans can come in here so we can make fun of them. But guys, I need a commercial break. So we are going to cut to our favorite commercial.
Here. Jamie, turn down that damn music. I can't hear a thing. Come on, Jamie.
Turn that shit off, motherfucker! I was getting changed, you know what I'm saying? I don't want that shit on TV. I don't want motherfuckers seeing me getting changed,
Turn
you know what I'm
that thing
saying?
off, he's pulling his goal.
You're
fucking care. What the fuck are you doing, J-Rock?
I was getting changed, motherfucker!
Change my ass, you're fucking
you
cranking
knocking motherfuckers!
That was fucked.
That was a bit fucked.
It wasn't that fucked, you know what I'm saying? I was getting changed. What's going on?
Listen, man, I got some good news for you. Get cleaned up, meet me back at the flea market.
Aight. Peace, bub.
Don't touch me.
You motherfuckers ain't gonna tell nobody that I was getting changed, right?
Christ, no.
Ooh, you're back to commercial. Bro, guys, I almost ate shit, and I probably almost just died right now. I went to go take out the recycle real quick, throw it in the recycle bin in the garage, and my stepdaughter's, what is that? Scooter was not put up properly, and of course, I'm carrying this big old cardboard box full of recyclables, and her scooter is laying down, and I kicked the shit out of the wheel, and I went flying, and I almost went face first into my garage floor. That would not have been fun. Luckily, nothing was spilt. Luckily, caught my balance, and I put myself up, but that shit was scary. But anyways, guys, AK, yo, bro, appreciate you for stopping by, homie. Love it, bro. Sorry we couldn't do anything today. I didn't get home from the doctor till about 5, 8 dinner. Actually, that's like I got home about 4:30, 8, had to feed the baby. Then my mom wanted to come over. She came over till about 7. I was tired. I even told you I was going to do a stream. My time, 8 o'clock. I ended up doing it at 9:30 because I was just so beat. I was just so tired. So I scheduled it for now. But you know what? We got more people rolling up in here, and I love it. We got more Eagle fans rolling up in here, man. So I need y'all. I need to know, guys. Eagle fans, I need to know because we're gonna put this up here, right? We're gonna put this up here. Yeah, random. You an Eagle fan? Wow, I didn't know you were an Eagle fan, but that's Thank you for but guys, Eagle fans, I need you here. I need you here. We need to focus. We need to focus. This is for you, Eagle fans. This is for you, Eagle fans. This is for you. You do not have a corner in the top 10. In the top 10, you do not have a corner. No Darius Slay, no James Bradbury, according to PFF. No corner in the top 10. Yet you have two Dallas Cowboys that are in the top 10. You make fun of Anthony Brown. You give your props to Trayvon Diggs. But explain to me how you're going to sit here and make fun of one of my guys. Tell him say, there's no one to stop A.J. Brown. There's no one to stop Devontae Smith, depending on which one Trayvon Diggs is covering, right? You say we have no guy, but we have two top 10 guys. Two of them. Two top 10 guys. So there's no way that you can sit here, especially if you're ones that agree with what PFF says about your team. You can't sit here and tell me that this list is a load of shit. You cannot tell me that. You must agree with this list. You cannot take, like Richie says, you cannot take what or it was Richie or Random, one of the two guys. You cannot sit here and take some things from PFF and not take other things from PFF. You cannot do this. If you really, really think, if you really, really believe in everything PFF does and that they are not the end-all be-all, but you agree with what they say, then you got to agree with this. You can't have a double standard. You can't sit here and tell me that this is a load of shit, but then agree with Jalen Reagor and Hightower being part of a wide receiving core that is ranked number 4. You can't agree with your offensive line being the best offensive line, number 1 ranked according to PFF, when y'all gave up almost 30 sacks last year. You know, you cannot do that. So, like I said, you will have Anthony Brown on one of your two guys. You will have Trayvon Diggs on one of your two guys. And they will get shut down. Look, you don't have a Darius Slay up here. You don't have a James Bradbury up here. And like I said, Eagle fans, we know what Darius Slay is. He's overhyped. 2 seasons ago in 2020, when had one of his worst seasons ever, almost giving up 80% completion rate against him. And I think it was upwards of 800 and something yards, almost 900 yards he gave up 2 years ago. Last year, he chopped it down to 535, but that's because he plays off the ball. And even still, his completion rate was still kind of high at almost 60. And then you have James Bradbury coming in from New York, playing in a bad defensive scheme, going to another bad defensive scheme. And y'all really think you have guys that are going to – you really think you have a secondary that isn't going to be the downfall of your defense? Look, I'll give it to you. You stepped up your game on the in the linebacking position, at the linebacking core. You drafted very well in getting a big body Jordan Davis, but Nakobe Dean and Jordan Davis have remained to be seen what they're going to be. We know what your secondary is. It's not anyone that's in the top 10, according to PFF. It's no one in there. I'm an Eagles fan. Thought it was taken down because of the commercial was played too many times. Maybe it was. I don't know. Maybe it was. I just don't know. But it came back. I don't think we played the commercial again. But now we know. I don't think it was played too much. I think what it was played too close back to back. I think what it was. Joey Shake's reaction. He did a reaction to this. Buddy, all in fun, seemed like a cool dude. This year will be entertaining. It is entertaining. It is going to be entertaining. It's going to be fun. Now you go, we will work it out. Yes, sir. Not a problem. We will work it out. I think it is a commercials because there is YouTubers who react to videos of YouTubers. Just a thought. Yeah, I mean, I think it was a commercial, but I think it's because we played it too close together, I think is what it was. Just here to say what's up, Boyz4Life, before I get some sleep. Watch the rest tomorrow. You got it, bro. You got it, homie. By the way, hit that subscribe like button for Boyz4Life and Boyz4Life Jr. Yes, sir. Hit that like, hit that subscribe button. Share this stream. Get this out. Let people know that we are the king of kings when it comes to trolling over here. We are the king of kings over here, man. Let me see something real quick. All right, let me see where we at. Who cares? They have our LB top 4 who went to Denver. Okay, you're gonna sit here and say they have your linebacker. You can't even name your linebacker, apparently. You can't even name your linebacker unless you can't spell his name, but you can't even tell me the name of your linebacker. Who cares? They have our linebacker top 4 who went to Denver. Okay, I misread that. They have our linebacker top 4 who went to Denver. What linebacker of yours went to Denver? Are you talking Alex Singleton is 4th? Well, like I said, PFF is a load of shit. This isn't for people who sit here and disagree with PFF. I disagree with PFF 100%. Like I said, I don't reference PFF a lot, and when I do, it's to make trolling videos, to make fun of where they have my team ranked. Whether it's too high or too low. I know where my team ranks. It's my opinion, but I know where my team sits a lot of the time. Bro, you have not met Eagle fans. Yes, they can. Oh, no. I know they can, and I know they will try to do it. But either way, you cannot, and I mean you cannot say, I agree with PFF because Eagles have, that's if you're an Eagle fan, they have your guys, if you're an Eagle fan, you can't sit here and say Eagles wide receiving core ranked number 4, I agree. Eagles O-line number 1, I agree. Eagles don't have a top 10 corner, but Trayvon Diggs and Anthony Brown are in the top 10. I disagree with that. You cannot do that. I mean, I get it. Eagle fans will disagree and will say this is a load of shit, and will talk about how PFF is a load of shit, while in the same breath sit here and tell you about a video they did. They won't tell you about a video they did, but you will see a video 4, 5, 6 days before talking about how PFF got it right because they ranked their guys in top 5 rankings. It's a load of shit. It is a load of shit. And this is where we do the exposure here, because we know those kind of guys. We know what Eagle content creators do that. Brunson, the 500s. Now, I mean, they do what they want to do. 500, Joey Shakes, Philly Jim, those are my guys. Those are my dudes, my homies, my friends. But I am going to call bullshit where I see bullshit. If you're setting a double standard here, sitting there, I agree with this, but I don't agree with that. If you talk about how great PFF, you cannot do that. I'm sorry. You cannot. That is just showing way too much bias for your team. Slay is great. Watch the game, kid. Slay is good. He's not great anymore. Slay is a good player, and he's on his last leg. And I think this year you're going to see a tremendous step back this year. Mark my words. Write it down. We what hour are we at? 44 minutes and 30 seconds. Mark it down, people. Darius Slay will take a step back this year. He did it almost 2 years ago. He looked like he was done. He was ready to retire 2 years ago. almost 900 yards given up. Didn't have but 3 interceptions. Gave up like 900, almost 800 plus yards. Lane Johnson got personal issues that I'm not sure if he can overcome. One game he will play like the best right tackle, and the other game Jack Driscoll will be starting. Oh, I get it. I understand. You got some bitches on your team just like the Cowboys do. And I'm talking about mental health. Look. I get it. If you got mental health issues, you go get that shit fixed. I am not talking shit about people with mental health. I am not doing that. But if you are in this line of work, if you are in the line of work of being a pro athlete, you are having millions and millions and millions of dollars invested in you. Okay, let me take this off right here. Let me take this off right here so I can look at y'all while I say this. You have millions and millions of dollars invested in you, right? Me as an investor, investing that kind of money into anyone, right? Into anyone, millions of dollars for you to go play your best and get me a championship, right? In any pro sport. I'm weighing all my options here of what I feel like paying you. And if you have mental health issues, that begs the question, not only can you get the job done, but do you have the mental capacity to withstand an NFL season to do what I need you to do? Week in, week out, day in, day out, every Sunday, every Thursday, every Monday that we play. Being prepared. Because if you have any type of mental illness, mental illness, you have mental issues, now I got to worry about, is this guy going to be ready to play come Sunday? I'm sorry if that is insensitive to some people. We live in a cold, cold world. Oops, I don't even know what the hell just happened. We live in a cold, cold world, people. And life is not fair. Life is not fair. And if you have mental health issues, go look at, to be honest with you, do I think Calvin really had mental issues? No, I don't. I do not think that whatsoever. What I do think is that the Falcons look like hot garbage, and Calvin Ridley wanted an out. He didn't want to waste a year playing for the Philadelphia Eagles. Well, yeah, that too. He didn't want to play for the Philadelphia Eagles. He did not want to play for the Atlanta Falcons anymore, looking for an out. And he would have had his out. If he had not got caught gambling. Now, does his mental health issue contribute to his gambling? Absolutely not. Absolutely not, because from my understanding, he didn't even bet a lot. He did not bet a lot of money. But, it is what it is. Rules are rules. I don't care who you are, what you are. You're not making this a race issue whatsoever. It is what it is. Those are the rules. But Calvin Ridley had no mental health issues whatsoever. None. I keep wanting to say the Atlanta Falcons were playing like shit last year. And guess what? He wanted to be gone. Richie MC, he opened up. He's fine mentally. You thought I was a friend when I'm an enemy. I enjoy good content regardless if I hate your team. No, I didn't know what team you were rooting for. But when you told me you're an Eagle fan, like, that's cool. That's cool. Whatever. No big deal. Just make the point that the Eagles O-line is great on paper, but there are too many variables. There are too many variables for a lot of things. To be honest with you. So, with that being said, PFF is a load of shit, and we're about to get to it right now. Singleton is buns. Yeah, he is. He is garbage. Best O-line coach, great swing guys. Who Eagle fan yaks PFF? What? Plus, how the hell's I don't look. like I've said, PFF is a load of shit. PFF is garbage. I don't listen to anything PFF says. This is all for the people who agree with PFF. Who agree with PFF. They cannot sit here and come out and say that this right here, the top 10 is a load of shit, that they disagree. They cannot do that. If they have so much stock put into PFF, and like some people have said here on the stream, PFF does its research. PFF watches hours upon hours upon hours of tape, and they know what they're talking about. What are my credentials? End quote. You know, that has been said on this stream. So for people like that, that's why that overlay was up. That's why that picture was up, because guess what? There's no backing out of how much you agree with PFF. And I'm not saying you, AK Eagle, probably, I'm not saying you. I'm just saying Eagle fans in general that agree with PFF. Your O-line still ain't as good as our O-line, Zeke Regier. Exactly, they're not. Talk about your left tackle, Smith. Slay plays every game. Okay, what about Tyron Smith? What about him? Lane Johnson, top 5 right tackle, past 7 years, kid. Lane Johnson is fine, zip it, kid. Okay, whether he's fine or not, I can give two shits. I'm just speaking on people with mental health issues in the NFL, not just Lane Johnson, dog. Slay was good last year. Was good though last year. Wasn't Diggs, but he had some game-changing plays. Look. Slay last year had, 3 interceptions? Gave up 2 touchdowns against him, while Diggs gave up... No. Slay gave up 3 touchdowns against him, if I'm not mistaken. Diggs gave up 5. There's a 2-touchdown difference. Diggs gave up 911 yards, while Slay only gave up 535 yards. There is a 300-plus yard difference, right? Right? Yes, there is. But the difference between Slay and Diggs is that Slay plays off the ball per your scheme that you have, while Trayvon Diggs does not always play off the ball. Plus, he's very aggressive to go up and try to get the interception. And yes, does that mean he gets burnt from time to time? Absolutely. But I will take the 900 yards given up. I will take the 5 touchdowns that he gave up. And I will take the 52% completion rate against him. And I will take the 11 interceptions over the 3 touchdowns that Slay gave up, the 3 or 4 interceptions that he had last year, and the almost 60% completion rate, which was 58 point something that he had on him. I will take Diggs any day of the week over anything Darius Slay did last year. You good, Boyz4Life? This boy still talking nonsense. I love it. I'm always talking shit, bro. Gotta go. You have a good night, man. Dallas still stinks. Peace. All right, Random. You have a good night, bro. Name the quarterbacks Diggs picked off. Jalen Hurts. Mac Jones. Who else did it? You know what? I'll be able to name those quarterbacks. Just give me a second. Give me a second. And if you're alluding to Philly Fan D, that Diggs picked off trash quarterbacks, he picked off Jalen Hurts twice last year. Twice. So he picked off Tom Brady. He picked off Justin Herbert. He picked off Jalen Hurts. He picked off twice Sam Darnold, Daniel Jones, Mac Jones, Matt Ryan. I forgot who the quarterback of the Saints was. not Daniel Jones, the second game against the Giants, but the long neck dude. I forget what his name is. Heineke, right? Is that his? And that's who he picked off last year because he only played 16 games. He didn't play 17 games. But no, he picked. To be honest with you, I thought he picked off. Maybe he only did pick. Maybe he only had the pick six. Maybe he only had the pick six. Stuttering what? He picked off Tom Brady. Not trash. Not trash young QBs. What? If you're over here alluding to Trayvon Diggs picking off trash quarterbacks. That's what you're alluding to. Because you're over here telling me to name the quarterbacks that he picked off. His picks were garbage? So you're telling me that Jalen Hurts pick six, right? When Jalen Hurts was throwing to fucking nobody, right? Jalen Hurts was throwing to no one. And guess what? Anthony Brown had a pick six against Jalen Hurts to Jalen Reagor. Because guess what? Jalen Hurts has a weak-ass arm. Sorry for yelling. But Jalen Hurts has a weak-ass arm that couldn't get the ball to a wide open Jalen Reagor. He underthrew the ball so much that Anthony Brown was able to square up, jump up, and get that interception. And we've seen it time and time again with Jalen Hurts. And then guess what? Maybe a quarter later, you saw Jalen Hurts step back, look to the left, throw to a Devontae Smith that was on his ass because he slipped. Did not even see. I was there. I watched that game. Did not even see Trayvon Diggs. And he picked him off. For a pick six. You said young quarterbacks? Okay, let's go young quarterbacks. Justin Herbert, Sam Darnold, Jalen Hurts, Daniel Jones, Mac Jones, Trevor Siemian, that's who it was, and the long neck dude from the backup from the Giants, and then he also picked off what's his name from Washington, Tyler Heineke. All young quarterbacks. So that's funny. That is funny. Philly Fan D is gonna sit here and tell me that all of Trayvon Diggs' interceptions were garbage. Thank you. At least if you're going to tell me that and we're going to run with that narrative, then guess what? We're going to sit here and talk about how you're calling your quarterback, Jalen Hurts, garbage. That's what we're going to do here. That's what you're going to do here, right? So tell me, were all of Trayvon Diggs' interceptions trash? Were his picks garbage? Because let's remember, he had a pick six against Jalen Hurts. While Jalen Hurts was throwing to no one. Literally no one. What's up, Grandizer12? Hey, Boyz4Life. Hope you and the fam are doing well. Hit that like button to show support. Yippee-ki-yay and go and Cowboys up. Yes, sir. Yippee-ki-yay, Cowboys up. Yeah, I appreciate you for stopping by, homie. Said young quarterback. I named you young quarterbacks. This dude, Philly Fan D, does not know what I know he doesn't know what he's talking about. Dallas D was a fraud. How many picks Dak had in 18? What? Dallas D was a fraud. How many picks? What does Dak in 2018 have to do with Dallas's defense? That makes no sense whatsoever, people. None whatsoever. None. And 2017, Dak was picked because being young. What? Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Why are people so dumb? In 2017, Dak Prescott only had 13 interceptions to 22 touchdowns. He had 8 interceptions in 2018 to his 22 touchdowns, 30 touchdowns to his 11 interceptions. And we're not even going to count 2020 because he didn't play but 4.5 games. And then last year, he only had 10 interceptions, but he also had 37 touchdowns. So Philly Fan D, what are you talking about? What are you talking about here, dog? Dak Prescott only had 13 interceptions in 2017. And you're going to sit there and say that's because he was young? They ran the ball a lot in 2017, which is why he has 22 touchdowns throwing. Let me see his and then he had 6 rushing touchdowns on top of his 22. So 28 touchdowns total in 2017 to his 13 interceptions. So you're going to sit here and tell me something about Dak that makes no fucking sense whatsoever? Philly fan just made my point. Young quarterbacks make mistakes. What? What? All quarterbacks make mistakes. That is all Diggs 11 INTs. What's up, normal guy? How you doing? Grandeur, Boyz4Life, did you already do a predict 53-man roster on your stream recently? No, I have not. I really don't do 53-man roster things like that. I don't got that kind of time like some of these people do. So I mean, I kind of stay away from stuff like that. So, guys, give me 1 second. My stepdaughter needs to feed the cats, and I need to put the new bag of cat food inside the container that it goes in. So give me 1 second. We're going to play a commercial right now. We're going to go to commercial break.
What's in here? Jamie, turn down that damn music. Christ, I can't hear a thing. Come on, Jamie.
Oh, God, fuck! You don't see? Turn that shit off, motherfucker! I was getting changed, you know what I'm saying? I don't want that shit on TV. I don't want motherfuckers seeing me getting changed,
Turn
you know what I'm
that thing
saying?
off. He's pulling his goalie.
You're off the fucking
pulling
camera. What the
my
fuck are you
motherfucker.
doing, J-Rock?
I was getting changed, motherfucker!
Change my ass. You're
You
fucking cranking it.
knocking motherfuckers!
That was fucked.
That was a bit fucked.
It wasn't that fucked, you know what I'm saying? I was getting changed. What's going on?
Listen, man, I got some good news for you. Get cleaned up, meet me back at the flea market.
Aight. Peace, bub.
Don't touch me.
You motherfuckers ain't gonna tell nobody that I was getting changed, right?
Christ, no.
And we are back. Okay, but guys, I don't got much time. I'm going to be getting off here pretty soon. But I want to go back to this. I'm going to go to this comment. Go back and say Dak's first 3 years, idiot. 4 interceptions, 13 and 8. What is that? 12 plus 25 interceptions. 25 interceptions his first 3 years. 25 interceptions his first 3 years. Well, what's your point? What's your point, Philly Fan D? Explain to me your point, jackass. The first INT was poetry versus Washington football team. Our comments to Texas. Archie commit. Yes, he does commit to Texas. I saw that. Dak's rookie year, he didn't throw interception until like week 12. Exactly. So this whole thing of rookies make mistakes, right? Dak Prescott didn't throw an interception until week 12, right? Well, you want to know why? It's because he was smart and protecting the ball. That's what he did a lot. So I don't know where you sit here and say that quarterbacks, young ones, make these mistakes, that it's inevitable they're going to make these mistakes. When we look at Jalen Hurts, now I know Jalen Hurts didn't have a lot of interceptions. You want to know why? Because guess what? He didn't throw the ball a lot towards the second half of the season. But let's go to game logs or advanced game logs, whatever we got to do. Game logs here. Let's look at interceptions. He had 2 against Dallas. He had 9 picks last year. 9. And we want to say that y'all want to sit here and say this is his quote unquote rookie season. Well, that's 5 more interceptions than what Dak Prescott had in his actual rookie season, right? And if you want to sit here and say this is Jalen Hurts' second year, okay. Well, this is Jalen Hurts' second year, and he had 9, while Dak Prescott had 3. That means he had 4 less than Dak Prescott. But also, Dak Prescott had 22 touchdowns that season, while Jalen Hurts, and mind you, they were passing touchdowns, while Jalen Hurts only had 16 passing touchdowns his second year. So, you Philly fans, Philly fan D, just you're making our points all over again. Right on. Just curious. Wanted to hear what your takes and comment. Oh, maybe I'll do something. Play Cowboy highlights. Nah, we're not gonna play no Cowboy highlights here. I'm not trying to get no strikes or anything against me. So, 592, hand the ball off with a great running game, kid. Philly fan D, did you know that your quarterback led your team in rushing this past season? Did you know that your quarterback has more rushing yards and touchdowns than your star running back? Do you know that? LOL. Bro, go. Bro, go look, bro. And also it was a 50-50 offense. What are you talking about? I like when he stutters. Who stutters? He handed the ball off to Zeke. Okay, and guess what? Jalen Hurts took off and ran the ball, homie. Do you know that? Like I just said, Jalen Hurts has more rushing yards and more touchdowns than what Miles Sanders had all season. The INTs versus Hurts when that Devontae Smith lost his footing, but the pass was behind him, making it easier for Diggs to get the INT. Exactly. It was thrown to where Diggs can get it. And let's be real here. Diggs was jumping the route. It was thrown where it needed to be, but guess what? Devontae Smith fell. Devontae Smith was being led correctly, and Trayvon Diggs jumped the route and had a pick 6. Easy walk-in. Glad EC1 is back. You two are funny together. Well, thank you. Let's see here. I'm going to read this last comment, and I'm going to get out of here, people, because it is late. Tomorrow, hopefully I can do an earlier stream. If it doesn't pop up, I'm just going to read it right here. So it says, your comment is historically stuttering mofo. Who is stuttering, bro? Who is stuttering? No one is stuttering over here. Nobody. No one. But hey, you want to come on here and make fun because I stutter a little bit, I guess? Too much for your liking? Then why don't you do videos, homie? Why don't you come over here? And I don't think I'm stuttering. I'm thinking I'm repeating myself because I'm trying to get out the next thought, the next sentence that I'm saying. But it is what it is. But guys, I want to thank each and every one of you.
What's going on?
Oops. Wrong thing to play. But I want to thank each and every single one of y'all for coming in and hanging out with me. Hopefully this doesn't change nothing. Okay. Boom. Let me see here. We are going to hold on. Okay, now someone has piqued my interest. So let's go back here because I need everything blue. You're caught. That's it. I'm caught. What? Have a good one. Have a good night, Boyz4Life. Have you too, Grander. You too, homie. You have a good one. But I don't know what I'm caught at. I don't know. But anyways, it is what it is. Eagle fans want to make fun and say some random ass shit. But all right, guys, I'm going to get out of here once I find this outro. Peace.